streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. Everyone can see it smiling over the sky. Paint the whole world with a rainbow.
Oh, hello. I have to be very careful here. See, I'm trying to peel off a long piece without it breaking. But it's very difficult. You have to really concentrate, especially going round the corners.
You won't do it, Geoffrey, not with that funny-looking knife anyway.
This is my kitchen gadget, Zippy, a potato peeler.
Yes, it's something to peel a potato with, Zippy.
Yes, I can see that, George, but he still won't do it. He'll never get round that knobbly bit at the top.
I can't see a knobbly bit. Where is it?
Well, I can. They're sticking out on the top of the potato. Rather like your ears, George.
Ooh.
George's ears don't look like these knobbly bits. I tell you what, though, Zippy's right. Very difficult to peel. Whoops. Oh, dear. Oh, that's not too bad, though, is it? Eh?
That's very good, Geoffrey. I couldn't do it like that.
Of course you could, Bungle. It's very easy using one of these things. You know, kitchen gadgets can save you a lot of time. They're a very good idea.
Well, couldn't you use a knife, Geoffrey?
Yes, I could, Bungle, but I found this little kitchen gadget a lot easier, quicker, and safer, too.
Oh.
You see, if I was to use a knife, I would cut off big chunks of the skin and end up with a potato the size of a pea. And I might even cut my hand.
Oh, that's no good, Geoffrey.
It certainly isn't, George. That's why I like to use one of these little things.
Geoffrey, do most people have gadgets to help them with jobs, Geoffrey?
Well, quite a lot of people do, George, yes.
What, even Rod, Jane and Freddy?
Yes, Bungle, even Rod, Jane and Freddy.
There you are, see, Rod. I told you it'd work. Just a little bit of this and a bit of that.
What a gadget. It's great. Has anyone seen the break?
Just think, no more strumming, no more plonking the old piano.
Our gadget will do it all for us.
We've got a gadget, it's a wonderful thing. We don't have to play, all we do is sing. We're keeping it a secret, so please don't say a word. Our gadget makes the finest music you've ever heard.
Right, what do we call it then?
I don't know.
We won't have a break, you know. Look, it won't stop without a break.
Oh, Freddy, will you help us think of a name for our new gadget?
Yeah, all right. Come on.
It's our super duper body pooper little Nickelodeon boogie woogie play in a day. We built this little gadget so we don't have to play. It can do anything, it never makes a fuss. It won't work for anyone, it only works for us.
It was a great idea of yours to build this gadget, you know.
Oh, it was nothing.
It ought to have a break, you know.
Oh, you ought to show it to Geoffrey and the others.
Oh, they will be impressed.
Yes.
Have a break.
Oh, but they won't know what it is.
We'll tell them.
It's our super duper body pooper little Nickelodeon boogie woogie play in a day. We built this little gadget so we don't have to play. It can do anything, it never makes a fuss. It won't work for anyone, it only works for us. It's our super duper body pooper little Nickelodeon boogie woogie play in a day. We built this little gadget so we don't have to play. It can do anything, it never makes a fuss. It won't work for anyone, it only works for us. It's our super duper body pooper little Nickelodeon boogie woogie play in a day. We built this little gadget so we don't have to play.
It's gone mad.
Oh, do something.
Well, where's the break?
The what?
Break.
Oh, wait, there isn't one.
We'll pull the plug out.
Oh, what's that?
It's smoking.
I'll get the ladder.
I think it's the grommet. Hey, Rod. You take this, I'll do that. Have you got enough? I'll get the ladder. I'll get the... Oh, it's more than that, was it? Oh, what are we going to do? Do something. I think it's going to
Oh, wait. Ah! Back to the drawing board.
Can I try using the potato peeler, Geoffrey?
Yes, all right, Bungle, if you want to, but listen, be very, very careful with it, won't you?
Yes.
I tell you what, why don't you use one of these apples? Because they're nice and round
Oh.
and have lumpy bits on them.
I'm going to try and do a nice long piece, like you did, Geoffrey, with a potato.
Let's go slowly and then round and round and round.
Round and round the garden like a teddy bear. One step, two step, tickle under there.
That's very good, Bungle. A lovely long piece. Bungle, bring the apple peel over here. I want you to turn round. We'll play a little game here. Now then, I want you to throw the apple peel over your shoulder.
Over my shoulder?
Yes, but very gently so the apple peel doesn't break.
What, like this?
Yes. Now drop it. That's it. Now then, can you see anything?
Yes, some apple skin.
No, look very carefully, Bungle. Now, can you see the shape of a letter in the way the apple skin has fallen?
Well, I can see a sort of a squiggle shape.
Look again, Bungle, for the shape of a letter.
Oh, yes. I can see the letter.
Yeah, well, where? I can't see it. Oh, yes, I can see it. Geoffrey, can you see it, George?
Oh, yes, it's a...
Well, now you can all see it. I'll tell you what the game's all about. Now, that letter is the first letter of somebody's name.
Well, who's Geoffrey?
The girl you're going to marry, Bungle.
Oh.
Yes, that's the first letter of the girl that you're going to marry.
Oh.
Oh, that's Susan, or Sarah, or Sally.
Sausage, silly, sleepy, sloppy.
Oh, sloppy. That reminds me of somebody in our storybook.
What, a sloppy sausage?
Oh, no, Bungle. Professor Slopovichkiev.
Professor Slop.
Where's Professor Slop? What?
Ooh, I just don't know what he's talking about.
Well, come and have a look. Now, that's him. That's Professor Slopovichkiev.
Oh.
It really is quite a very difficult name to say, isn't it? So everyone calls him Professor Slop. Now, Professor Slop is a brilliantly clever man. He can make robots, launch rockets, build computers, and mend any machine in the world. But when it comes to doing things at home, he's terrible. He can't clean up, walk the dog, wash his hair, brush his teeth, or even put the kettle on. His room is a mess, and he's so dirty, his wife is ashamed of him. Why don't you wash your hair or change your clothes from time to time, she asks. Now, Professor Slop doesn't like to upset his dear wife, so he has a long, hard think and finally comes up with an idea that will sort out all his worries. I'll invent gadgets, he decides. The next day, he asks his wife to come into his room. Watch, he says, and presses a button. A metal arm shoots out of a cupboard and dumps a plastic bowl in his lap, then flings a towel around his shoulders and starts to squirt hot water all over his head. Another arm whizzes out and squeezes bubbly shampoo onto his hair and starts to rub it in. Ah, soap in my eyes, cries the professor. Then a gadget pops out holding a flannel and wipes the soap off his face. Wonderful, says his wife. But there's more to come yet, says the professor. Now I'm going to sweep the stairs and polish the furniture. But you can't do two things at once, says Mrs. Slopovichkiev. We'll see about that, answers Professor Slop. He pulls a lever and a rod with a brush on the end pops out of another cupboard. It clanks up the stairs and starts to sweep the carpet. Before Mrs. Slopovichkiev can blink, the drawer beside her opens and a yellow duster flies out and polishes all the furniture. In 10 minutes, the house is clean and tidy, spick and span. Well, my dear, smiles Professor Slop, we have stair cleaners and dust wipers. Is there anything else you would like? Oh, yes, please, says his wife. I'd love a cup of tea. Professor Slop turns a knob on his computer and a whistling kettle comes up out of the floorboards. The boiling water is tipped into the teapot and a little gadget stirs the tea and then hands the cup to Mrs. Slopovichkiev. Anything else? asks the professor. Oh, dear me, no, says his wife. I've had quite enough of gadgets for one day. But you know what? She was very pleased that the professor and his room are now clean and tidy.
Oh, thank you, Geoffrey.
Right, I better get your tea ready, I suppose. Chips all right for everyone?
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
please,
please, Geoffrey.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potatoes. That should be enough.
Oh, 500, I'm starving.
1 potato, 2 potatoes, 3 potatoes, 4. 5 potatoes, 6 potatoes, 7 potatoes, more.
No, potatoes are very filling, Zippy. I think we've got quite enough. Oh, I wonder, perhaps I could use my new gadget to make the chips, Bungle.
Oh, well, how does it work?
I'll show you, look. It slices all the vegetables, so I could use it to slice the potatoes. But don't you touch that, Bungle, will you? Because it's got a very, very sharp blade on there.
Oh, he's gone bad on gadgets. I hope we get our tea soon.
Right, here we go, then.
You've not used a gadget before for chip making, have you, Geoffrey? I bet it won't work.
Well, you wait until we've tried it first, Zippy.
How does it work, Geoffrey?
Well, let's see. Oh, yes, here we go. You see those little metal pins inside there?
Oh.
You have to fix the potato to those. That stops the potato from flopping around, you see? And you just slice it on the sharp blade.
Well, hurry up, Geoffrey. I'm starving. My tummy sounds like thunder and lightning. Can you hear it rumbling?
And don't worry, Bungle. This is very quick and very easy, too. I saw someone using one in the shop. Here we go, then.
Oh, look.
Oh, Geoffrey. Let's have a look, Geoffrey. Let's have a look.
Oh, dear, that can't be right.
No, they're too thin, Geoffrey.
Yes, chips are supposed to be all fat and crunchy.
Yes.
Yeah, well, those are thin and floppy.
Oh, maybe you're using the wrong gadget for the job, Geoffrey.
I think you're right, George. You know, this definitely isn't the gadget for making chips, is it?
Oh, Geoffrey, look here, some of our favourite pudding. Oh, can we have some, please?
Yes, all right, Bungle, if you want to. I've got just the gadget for making that as well.
Oh.
My hand whisk, electric hand whisk. I'll just plug it in. There we are. But don't you touch it, Bungle, will you?
No, it's not safe to touch electric things.
It certainly isn't, so you keep well away from that. Right, we need some milk first, don't we? So I've got the milk, a jug. I'll put some milk in. There we go. There. That's good enough. The powder. Thank you, Bungle. There. Right, I'll stand back. I'll switch it on.
Oh, you need more milk, Geoffrey.
Bungle!
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Here you are, Geoffrey.
Thank you, Bungle.
Oh, dear. Oh, it's not been a good day for gadgets, Geoffrey.
No, it hasn't, George.
No.
Look, I tell you what, why don't we go down the road and buy some chips?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, the Zippy
Chip Shop.
Oh, yes, they make chips there, all crispy, crinkled and crunchy.
Can I have a battered sausage, please, Geoffrey?
All right then, George.
And fish cakes and beans.
Well, we'll see about that. Well, come on then, let's go and see all those chip choppers and sausage poppers and fish prodders. Time to go, I'm afraid, but we'll see you again soon. Take care, won't you? Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Right, go on, let's tidy up.